This is my formal goodbye to Albion, so that anyone who might stumble across my Hellgate series knows I won't be continuing it. It's also a chance for me to talk about some things that I wouldn't have if I was trying to stay in the community or continue creating content. I'll break down what is effectively a rant into a few points: the game, the devs, and the community. Let me make it very clear that the ultimate reason for me quitting Albion is because of the community, but I'll get into that later. For now, let's talk about the game. Only talking about Hellgates here, I'm honestly really happy with the game. The mechanics of the reworked Hellgates are solid. There is no question in my mind, new Hellgates are an improvement over the old ones. With that said, they either need to implement map limitations for 5v5s and 10v10s, or just totally remove this atrocity. Playing on this thing has two feelings. Either you're against a regular comp and it's meh. You don't enjoy it, but at least you're not fighting a dive comp. But while against a dive comp, you just ask who's buying the next map. Honestly, I could spend an entire video talking about just how much I and most of the Hellgate community hates this map, but instead, I'm going to move on to the devs. Overall, I think SBI does a fine job with Albion. If someone at SBI somehow manages to see this, I implore you, please communicate more frequently with your player base. With that said, this is the part where if you're from SBI, you're gonna need some thick skin because you're not gonna like what I have to say. It really took 3 months to stop people from being able to trash gear on corpses. June 16th, 2021 is the patch they changed it. Updated Hellgates released March 17th, 2021. Don't worry, the new rat tactic is to just take off your gear with overcharge and have it trash that way instead. They'll stop that after another 3 months if you guys are lucky. This isn't even mentioning how long it took to increase PvE rewards so people would play Hellgates, resetting all cooldowns upon PvP, or giving combat fame to the winning team. All of these things that I have mentioned so far though, are small potatoes. They're insignificant. I have and did overlook them for a very long time because ultimately I was having some fun. The thing that took that enjoyment and pleasure out of this game is undoubtedly the community. Through Albion, I met some pretty cool people. One of them I play D&D with to this day. I joined a number of guilds and spent a fair bit of time trying to find a group that I meshed well with. Ultimately, I ended up being guildless and just playing Hellgates and Crystals in specific Discord servers. I enjoyed learning, and I enjoyed playing the game in a competitive manner. With that said, so many of the people that play Hellgates and Crystals are absolutely unbearable. You really don't need to spend too much time playing either to understand that. The rampant toxicity, the lack of any kind of patience for people to learn, the constant finger pointing after losing, the massive egos, I could go on. Like I said at the start, the reason why I'm leaving this game is because most of the people that play this type of content aren't enjoyable. And it's especially bad if you have the audacity to lose. There are pleasant people, but it's nowhere near enough for me to continue. So this is goodbye. In all likelihood, I'll be making some Mortal Online 2 videos, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned. And if you're not, well, good luck out there, and I appreciate you watching.